and they call me mother.
Let's talk mommy.
You got that MILF energy.
No, but being seen as a MILF could help you feel more youthful. We should ask young Gravy, because he's Mr. MILF Hunter, essentially.
Who?
Hey, there's a new MILF on the town. But then this woman came in a wheelchair, and then she was like, no, he belongs to me. And then she told him, come sit on my lap. And then he eagerly went to go sit on her. She was paying him. She was paying him to be her boy toy.
Welcome to Let's Talk Daddy, and I'm your daddy's girl, Tavia.
And I'm Ash, the girl with daddy issues.
Together we share real,
Raw,
and relatable topics. Today we are driving. Today we are diving straight into part 2, Call Me Mother. So if you haven't checked out part 1 of episode 9, please pause this video, go over to that episode, give it a listen so that you can get the gist of this one. Let's get into it.
Let me tell you a story. The smell of beach salt lingers in the air, mixing with the smoky scent of a half-burnt candle. A breeze rattles the window slightly, but inside, the warmth of red wine and too many rounds of risque card game keeps the mood buzzing.
Alright, draw a card.
Let's see. Watch a steamy video together and act out a scene.
The rules were simple, but rules, when paired with alcohol and bad ideas, always feel unnatural.
This feels weird.
Yeah, so weird. It feels weird when you're instructed to watch porn.
And just like that, the mood evaporated faster than a cheap bottle of bubbly. But somehow, that awkwardness sparked a new conversation.
Okay, look, since we're here, guess my go-to category.
Easy. MILF. Specifically, big booty Latina mamas.
Okay.
He had a type and she was neither. Although she was older than him, but not that much older. So naturally, she had to ask.
So wait, have you actually been with a MILF, like a real hot, like, mom that you just want to fuck?
You're gonna love this.
It was a house party. The kind that starts with cheap beer and ends with people losing their phones. He was drunk, lost in some mansion-sized house, looking for the bathroom. And then, there she was, his friend's mother, draped in silk, wine glass in hand.
Lost, sweetheart?
Yeah, bathroom?
She smiled. A slow, knowing kind of smile. Then, without a word, she took his arm and guided him. She held the door open, but she didn't leave.
She just stood there, staring at me.
You need any help?
I, just need to pee.
A slow smile, a lingering look. And then, did he do anything? No. Did he think about it for weeks? Absolutely.
So wait, you telling me, like, you had a real life MILF moment and you just fucking peed? Come on now.
I just peed.
Yeah, right. And they call me mother.
Oh, I'm so excited for this episode.
RuPaul, do not sue us. YouTube, do not demonetize us and mute that. Thank
What
you.
are we saying? We didn't use the actual clips. I don't think you can.
We sang so horribly, we wouldn't even say that's
Okay, you
the
know
song.
what? That's fine. That's fine.
I am so excited today because we are going to talk about Milf culture, dating older women, and why some people are drawn to motherly figures in relationships. We're breaking it all down, the good, the bad, and the weird.
And the sexy. So, let's talk mommy.
We are flipping it around. It's Let's Talk Mommy. And no, you can't steal that for your podcast because we're going to create our own podcast queens. Yes.
You heard it here first.
Oh my word. So let's get into it with Milf culture. I think Milf culture has really been blowing up. I think the first time I heard about Milf culture was, do you remember that Fergie music video?
Which one?
The one with the Kardashians and the models in
When you say Fergie, the first thing.
not London Bridge.
You know that when she does that flips. That's the first.
But she did a song where she was like,
What's the name?
girl, I don't know, but it's Milf. I think it is Milf. And they were like, and that's when Kim like just gave birth to like North, and like that was the first time I was like, oh, is this a thing? Yeah. Because they were all moms in the video, and there were supermodels that also gave birth, and Kris Jenner was in there, and I'm like,
Of course.
yeah, because I'm like ultimate Milf, and I'm like, is this becoming a business Milf? Yeah. Is this becoming a thing now? It's
I
like,
think it's always been a thing.
really?
Yes, I know someone that likes MILFs.
I wonder. Okay, but then again, they can say the same for like me liking older guys, I guess. But I'm just.
Yeah, it's just the script is switched or the flip is switched.
But I feel like liking older guys has been in existence. Or also like you see it in terms of like a woman will always marry someone older, you know, so it's always been normal, but like now it's like the other way around where it's like these 40-year-olds are like hooking up with 20-year-olds, 40-year-old divorced moms, blah blah
No,
blah,
but wasn't there a point where she when she was 40 dated a 22-year-old?
oh yeah, she did, yeah.
I think it's always been
And
there.
Madonna.
There we go.
Yeah,
It's always been there. I think it's more, people are more vocal about it now and unashamed and leaning into it, because you'll go on Insta and you'll see mommy culture is so massive.
it is actually, it's very...
What's that actress's name that's in Ted Lasso? Gorgeous woman.
I posted a photo of her, and then one of my guy friends is like, that's a mommy I want to date, and I'm like, there's something about it. Actually, no, there's something about her. And then I posted an image of her because I love this dress that she was wearing, and there's something so empowering, which is basically I think Milf culture is becoming like a very empowering thing. And then I posted her on WhatsApp, and then this UK actor I used to work with, he's like, because she is UK, her name is Hayden something, and he was like, she's really kind and beautiful, and like people just really, so I'm like, oh, she has a great personality, and she's like this hot MILF.
Yo! I think I was first introduced to her with Sex Education, because then she was... No, that's my first introduction to her. She was in Sex Education, yes, and then she is...
You're not confusing her with X-Files?
No, not Killian.
Oh,
no,
not Killian.
Killian was also in there, but so was she. Yes, Killian is a MILF. I think she was also a MILF in Sex Education.
Yeah, sure.
But yes, I don't remember her name now. But she was in Sex Education, then she was a lesbian mother. She and her wife raised the son together.
Yes, that's her.
Yes, and she was the coach mom, and which was a very interesting conversation also, because she felt like she wasn't, maybe he didn't view her as his mother because she didn't give birth to him. That was a conversation that they had, yes. And
but then that makes me think now, you would still be considered a MILF, a hot MILF, even if you didn't give birth to your son. Even if you don't.
You are still a mother.
Yeah, it's still a MILF. But it's so interesting because it's like, it's no longer objectified.
I would say it is.
Because women do get objectified the most, and mothers, once you become a mother, there's the standard of like, why are you dressed like that? You a mom. And
look at Kiki Palmer, for example.
What do you mean?
There was, when she was still
That
dating.
scandal with her ex.
Yes.
And he had an issue with what she was wearing at the Usher concert.
Yes, there we go.
I was like...
Because didn't he still post on Twitter or something? You're
Yes,
someone's
that
mother.
Oh, yes, and that led into the discussion.
Yes.
My thing about that is it basically, you see, that's why I'm saying like moms are becoming empowering now. Like, and also there's a sexualized, but I think porn also brings in that sexualization.
Just open porn up. The first thing you're gonna see is MILF.
A stepmom,
Yes.
stepmom.
What is it with step family? You know what? Let's take that.
It's okay, that's a different discussion. But with that, hey, I think for me, it was more how she was dancing around Usher that I was a bit like, it wasn't because she was a mother. It was because you were partnered to, it was very like a sexualized.
Oh, okay.
But then after that, she and Usher came out with a song with it. I'm like, oh, they're actually friends.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they actually, it's just like it's not like straight, it's not like
her openly flirting or what.
Yes, they actually are friends and they know each other very well. So I get it.
That's also part of the Usher experience. Usher's shows
you don't go to
weirdly sexualized. And I love these videos that you see of him just looking so far away or like disturbed, because there's this one video where he does this thing where he does the cherries,
the famous one that everyone saw.
And the woman's like going so on with the cherries and he's just disassociating. It's hilarious. But that's also with him creating that image with his shows.
Yeah, that is because he was the original, like, him and Neo are like, they're very much into that.
Neo not so much. Usher leans heavily into it.
Yeah, he does. But he's always been
heavily into it. Yeah, I can still remember my mom. She had a DVD. She had a DVD for Usher, one of Usher's concerts. I don't know which one it was. Bruh, this is the time because even my brother, he had the Usher chain. You know it.
But we grew up with Usher. We were all obsessed.
He spun it like around his neck. But anyway, she would play that video almost every weekend, and she liked it when he would bring the audience member up. I think her name was Chantel or something. He would bring her up and then, do the dancing on the bed
and grind.
Yes, that was her favorite part. I think she was living vicariously through Chantel or whatever.
I think every woman is like, because I remember talking to
I remember
talking to my hairstylist, and she's like, if Usher brings me up on the stage, she's also bumping and grinding.
That's the thing. I think it's a once in a lifetime sort of thing, Because also, if you don't do it, people are gonna be like, "Bruh, why didn't you?" But
then it's also the opposite of like straight men, where they're like, you buy your girl tickets at Usher, then Usher takes your girl up. At the end of the day, blame yourself, bro.
But like, I would say with MILF culture, it's always been there. It is empowering. It is also objectifying. I think, like I said earlier, I think it's more common now. It's more talked about. People are more open to it.
I'm actually curious to see, like, I'm at the age where I can be someone's mother.
Yes, you just need a child.
I just need a child. I should walk around with my nephew. My nephew actually looks like my brother. My nephew is like almost my height, so he just looks like he would be a sibling rather
than my godson also. He's almost as tall as...
Yeah, so it's like, it's weird. So I think people always think that we're siblings, but...
oh, really? They don't think it's your kid?
Because of the height, man. I'm really short. And I also don't look my age.
Okay.
And my nephew himself thinks I'm a teenager every time he jokes about it.
Now, if I'm with my godson, people automatically assume it's my kid.
You got that MILF energy.
No, but to be fair, like I've seen pictures of us like that I've taken together.
But I've seen the photos
especially.
where I'm like, this is your child, bro.
Yeah.
This is your child. And I think with me, I'm actually curious because I don't like it when youngsters, when someone 10 years younger than me that's 21, try and flirt with me and approach me. And
It's weird.
It's weird, but then I'm thinking like, it's gonna get heavy when I have a child. Because when have you ever heard of a theory where like a man is like, once they get married, it's like all the women are into him. So it's like, flip that with like once you become mom, you like start noticing all of the younger guys are into you. And I'm curious to see how I would be so annoyed. I would be like, yes, but no.
You like
I like to know that I'm still appealing. I'm still like to know that I'm still, and I think that's probably what it is. That's why mothers find it so, mothers find it so empowering. It's
like, yes, I'm a mother, but people still want me.
It's that idea that we're falling away from you must behave a certain way. You must behave a certain way when you become a mother because you need to set an example.
A parent in general.
A parent, basically, yeah, a parent in general, but I think it's mainly on the mother because she is the emotional primary caregiver in a sense. So people do put it mainly on the mother.
But I would say also that's unfair because like if a guy becomes a dad,
somebody's hotter.
Yes,
but it's like, but now the same thing is happening to women. Now they hotter.
Yeah, but I mean like
the standards.
The standards are different because women are expected to change once they become a mother because your child is now your whole world, essentially.
Yes.
Whereas with a dad, you are praised if you do something basic as looking after your kid or babysitting your kid.
Bro. For me, it's like with the mother, it's like I don't like the idea. But then again, I know I'm probably going to get into trouble with this because I'm not a mother. But I don't like the idea that you must identify as a mother. And there are women that do, but then it's
that's not all there is to you.
But then you also see them become resentful and bitter because their identity is tied to just that child. And when that child leaves the house,
who am I?
And that's why mothers do get an identity. I've heard of actual mothers tell me they do have a identity crisis, that period of giving birth, that postpartum and all of that. And I think Milf culture has actually helped with that because it still reminds them of the
you still have that identity
and sexuality and that individual identity. They're not just, I'm just a mom, I'm just a mom, but I'm still attractive.
I'm a woman.
Because you still want to feel attractive.
Yes.
I'm sure mothers do go through that feel of like, I don't feel attractive because your body changes. So I think that is a great thing about Milf culture. I don't have anything negative to say.
But then I would say it's not only with that identity crisis, but also with mothers or with women in general. There's also this duty that is placed upon you to maintain that youthfulness, and I think when you are seen as a mother, you're not seen as someone youthful, but being seen as a MILF could help you feel more youthful because with the image of a mother, it's someone soft, someone endearing, caring. You don't see it as anyone beyond the house, essentially.
I think you become the symbolism of Mother Mary.
Yes.
From the Christianity point, she gave up her son to be crucified and she gave up everything and she knew that he was going to die in the end. So it becomes almost like that becomes your identity. I will sacrifice everything that I have to take care of my child. My identity is my son, in a sense. Or my child.
That is true, because I know with my mom, she still has that sort of thought. Even though we are adults,
I think in general, my dad still would be like, it's just a normal, even we all adults, we all in our 30s, all three of us. So it's still like, you would still have that, but then you get people that are fixated on it, like moms that are very close
like
to their son.
boy moms?
Like,
I was just going to say...
But like
that's weird.
moms where it's like, this girl isn't right for you. This girl isn't, because it's like, it's the loss of their child, their son. Because then it's...
I don't understand that though, because why? It's gonna happen with your kids either way, where they're gonna find someone.
But I think it's because of that identity. It started when I'm gonna dedicate my whole life to being a mother, and that's good, but it's not the only thing you should dedicate. Like you start to not hang out with your friends, you start to not do brunch dates, you start to, I must do the, which is it comes back to what we said in part 1, where it's like, it is exhausting being a parent. It's so exhausting. It's like a lot of
I'm
things.
actually curious, how does that affect a housewife? Because your entire identity is you being a housewife, you being at home for your husband and your kids.
I think it's different for modern housewives, because I think with our grandparents, like maybe my grandmother, no, my grandmother, they would have, all their friends would come over, they would have game nights, the husbands would play cards. They play cards, drink whiskey, drink their brandy. The women would play Scrabble in the kitchen. So they had an identity outside of that. She had an identity outside of that. So I think it's also personality, where like they were all parents, but then they just all they made an effort to socialize.
Yeah.
And I think some people actually forgot to do that, the older generation. And I think now it's different, because you can easily there's more access with internet, there's more access to people, and there's more events and there's more events appealing to moms. So you can meet other people like you, or dads, or like there's more socialization, I think, with housewives.
More opportunities to join communities.
Yeah, there's always some Pilates thing that's happening on the prom in Sea Point.
But there isn't Pilates also a good community for
It's actually,
moms?
I know a lot of moms in like Nortuk area they do the yoga moms. You must know that. You know the yoga mom tropes. Hi there.
Are you ready for your yoga this morning?
Yeah, exactly, the yoga mom.
I'm gonna go for mimosas afterwards.
But I'm so curious about like the what is appealing from a man's standpoint, like a younger man. What is appealing? What do they find appealing about it? Is it like the age? Is it the fact that she is a mother? Is it the fact that she's maybe considered more experienced? Is it because she's more settled? Because there is this trope of like dating a mom, an older mom, a MILF, dating a MILF. They don't care. They don't care about you. They're using you. You using her. They settle. They're not putting any. Maybe it's because they're not putting any pressure on a 20-year.
It could be. We should ask Young Gravy, because he's Mr. Milf Hunter essentially.
Who? Stop judging me.
Young Gravy, he's a singer or rapper. Don't you know
Sounds
that
like a
song?
rapper.
Juice, sauce, little bit of dressing, ice, wrist, little bit of flexing. It's a song about, what's the name of the song? Then he's talking about going to the supermarket and meeting a MILF. Yes.
Okay, you have to show it to me after this. I'm sure I'm not the older. There's someone listening to this and be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He's a MILF Hunter, because I can still remember when,
MILF Hunter, that's an actual
No, because when you remember, like recently, Ariel and Ned Fulmer's podcast, he released the first episode.
What are you talking about?
Do you know the Try Guys?
Yes.
Yes. So remember, there was the one that's like my wife, the wife guy.
Yes.
He cheated on his wife.
Another cheat. I don't know. I only know him I only know about him because of the cheating.
Yes. So he cheated on his wife with his producer, or let's say his employee. So yeah, it came up. They removed him from the Try Guys because of it. But then he recently, like a few weeks ago, came out with a podcast episode. And the first episode was with the wife, where they discuss everything.
She's still sitting next to him.
I think her whole thing was
It's humiliating.
No, I don't think it wasn't humiliating.
Okay, but you don't know what their dynamic is. So, but just I'm maybe
You could
putting
see
my
that she
position.
doesn't. She said she doesn't forgive him. She doesn't forgive him because I think her whole point was maybe just so that he doesn't get to twist the narrative in his favor.
Oh, that's smart. That was smart.
Yes.
But you were talking about like
Oh,
the
with
rapper.
her. Even with her, she's a MILF. And then when it came out that, you know, he cheated and she's essentially single now, people were telling Young Gravy like, hey, there's a new MILF on the town. And I don't know if he did slide into her DMs or something, but yeah, people were telling him like, hey, Ariel Fulmer is available. I think a lot of it is experience. Because with MILFs or just older people in general, they're more assertive, especially within themselves. They're more confident within themselves. There isn't that doubt. You know where you stand with him. You know that you are only here for sex, and once it's done, you go.
You know that there's, even if it's not sex, it's just transactional. And I think mothers have to be assertive.
You know what you're getting.
Mothers have to be assertive with their child. So, yeah, I think it is.
I think that's the attraction. You know what you're getting.
I think it's that, and it's like, yes, it's experience, but I think it's also, they're not going to commit to you.
Yeah.
They are not going to, which is weird because in the trope of that, the young boy always ends up falling in love. I'm convinced there's some psychology to it where it's like they have mother issues. Because
I dated someone that
I mean, my ex was like, he liked older women.
My ex too.
But I don't know if it's because he has mother issues or the dynamic with his mother.
For my ex, no, I don't think.
I don't know if it's that or if it's just something at his preference.
Yeah, I think it's his.
But I was like, why? What if that's your preference?
Why are you with me?
I'm only 3 years older than you.
No, for me, we were the same age. We're literally a month
say about
not even a month apart. We're like a couple of days apart.
That's not. What is that?
Exactly.
You still in the hospital?
Same age, same star sign.
You still in the maternity ward as these mothers giving birth?
Yeah, but okay, I didn't get it with the MILF thing. But I have other traits that he likes. Like he likes colored girls, for example. He likes thicker girls. He likes curly hair. So I tick those boxes.
Did you date my ex? Because there's some similarities with the colored curly hair.
Right? A lot of there's a couple of people that I've heard that like colored curly hair, like you say.
I think
so specific.
I think maybe I should get my ex on here and ask him, but I think for him, I remember asking him because like I asked him like, what is it? Because we are such a contrast.
Yes.
He's like a ginger and I'm like curly hair. People would always make the comment like, he told me people would make comments, they're like, you guys would have the most beautiful
I was gonna
kids.
say, don't people say that?
That I wouldn't get it. Like people would tell him, and they'd be like, "Oh, the curly hair and the eyes and the chin." And you know how people are, man. And I'm just
Bull the
like,
Bear type shit.
Bull the Bear. But then I'm like, I did ask him like, what is the thing? He said. When he was a teenager, he would hook up, but he didn't really have a type when he was a teenager.
Yeah.
I don't think you teenagers you would have a type. I also didn't really. But as he got older, there was this one woman he was chatting to that was a ginger herself.
Oh,
Something about it.
Gingers unite. What?
But she said she specifically only dates other gingers, and then
that's weird.
She showed him a photo of the family. Even the sisters dating it. I'm like, what?
Is this like them trying to like preserve all gingers?
I think my ex probably felt like you dating me just for that. Like, not dating me, they just met that. Like, I can't remember the context of the story, but I believe they just met that night and then they started talking at the event that they were. And he did feel like he wasn't really attracted to that because...
You only with me for my physical.
Not just that, her features is also similar to the sister.
Oh, that's
so I get
weird.
it. So he was always attracted to. That's when he started realizing. When he started, there's a pattern. Most of the girls had like pitch black hair or they had curly, but he also likes a Latino demographic. So I think curly colored women do fit in that. It's just an attraction he has. Like, I like guys that have a beard and tattoos. So it's just he likes that. It's probably the closest thing he can get to a Latino, but he also likes the dark hair feature.
So something completely opposite of him, essentially.
Yes.
So it's like, okay, if you look completely opposite to me, there's no way we are related. Is that the case?
I'm sure it is.
Shame, man. Shame.
But I think it is coming back to, I wonder what the challenges would then be of dating a mole.
Oh, the challenge.
Because the appealing factor that we established is like experience and no commitment. There's no pressure for a 21-year-old guy.
Maybe there's a complex with it. Because let's say if you are dating a MILF, but you are just like her boy toy, né? And she is married, she's just cheating with you. Maybe one of the challenges would be where you think you're too immature or you can't compete. Because she's not married. Do you get what I mean?
No, but she's married.
Yes, she's married.
Yeah.
But she's coming to you for sex.
Yeah.
But if you are developing feelings for her, you might be thinking like, oh, but
it's that feeling of being used.
Inferior. Maybe.
Inferior.
Yes. Because why did you leave your husband for me?
Yeah. That's very much like you could get from a woman side chick, the mistress. Why didn't you leave your? It's the same.
Fair.
It's the same token. But I'm like, you can't compete with the husband, or even if she's not married. So, like, let's have an example of she's divorced. Her kids are older in university. The kid and you are the same age.
Oh.
She's post-divorce. She's gonna go through the whole of Tinder right now. You know what I mean? And I think it's just the feeling of maybe there are men that look for that because they don't want the commitment.
Yes.
But I think it gets to a point where, I feel used.
Yeah.
I feel dirty. I'm sure they do feel.
Do you know what? This reminds me of a story that someone
Say for
told me.
ons.
But they went away for a weekend, and this is with my uncle. The gay uncle.
Okay.
The gunkle. Let's just say that the gunkle, yes.
Gunkle.
But they went away and there was this really cute guy.
Wait, who's they? The gunkle and?
My gunkle and like some friends and stuff. Yes.
Okay, friends.
I think they went like to almost like Saldanha based.
Okay, West Coast?
Yes,
okay.
there we go.
We're setting the scene.
And there
smell
was
the
this...
ocean.
You hear the waves crashing on the shore.
Trying to catch Perla Moon without the police.
But in this community, there's just like
a fishing town. Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, there
Yes,
is
you know.
droog, but
and that's the main
the
place
door
to go
be
to.
yes, there, and then middle. I've been on that side. I know.
So
what
they're
it's
there,
like.
and there's this really cute guy, and I think he wanted to talk to the guy. I'm speaking under correction, but I know there was the cute guy. The guy caught his eye, but then I think the guy was also just trying to talk to them. But then this woman came in a wheelchair, and then she was like, "No, he belongs to me." And then she told him, "Come sit on my lap." And then he eagerly went to go sit on it. She was paying him. She was paying him to be her boy toy.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
She was paying him, and he just like, and she was saying like, if she tells him to hop, he will hop.
The Milf does not discriminate whether you're in a race stool or not.
Bruh.
I'm just picturing this.
Right, man?
Like wheeling up to it.
Yeah.
And
you're
this
like,
woman is just
this
like,
is mine.
This mine.
Come sit on my lap. Okay.
This mine. I mean, yo, that is interesting.
I think maybe with that sort of
but
situation.
that is payment dynamic. It excludes it.
Fair, but it's still, you are still with a MILF because you are fully aware of what you're getting yourself into. You are with an older woman.
I think one of the challenges could also be that the baby daddy's gonna be involved.
Yes. And that maybe even one of the challenges would be that you are a secret. You're never going to be.
You're also not gonna be. If you picture a dynamic of like, I'm a MILF, I'm divorced, I have a kid, baby daddy, we co-parenting. Baby daddy comes and drops off. Toy boy is about to leave, and then the toy boy is going to witness my dynamic with the baby daddy. Because I'm sure we're gonna be still friends because we're co-parenting. Even if we have a nasty divorce, you can tell in an interaction that I will respect him more. You're just a background extra, and I'm sure you're gonna feel some sort of way if you see that in there. And I'm sure the baby daddy is gonna feel some sort of like, hey,
I'm still coming.
I'm still here, just nuts, bro. You can never.
So that also goes back to like the inferiority complex then towards other men.
You must just be devoid of, or you must just have other stickies on the side if you in that situation.
Yeah, but then do your other stickies compare? Because you're going to that MILF for a reason.
Yeah, but I actually know of someone that knows someone. I got told the story.
Heard it through the grapevine.
People are not going to tell us stories anymore.
We're not mentioning names, so please share your story.
Please don't stop chatting to me. People are not going to tell me stories. They're not going to tell us. I heard on this episode, Jade, but I heard. But this guy, early 20s, was dating an older woman, just hooking up. But he stayed even though, like, it got to a point where this woman was moeg of having this guy around.
Oh, wow.
Because it was like, you like child. Like, it got to that point. But during the honeymoon phase, he would do whatever she wants to do. Because she's buying him new Jordans, new Nikes. He's showing all of his guy friends, all of the tackies that he's getting, and all of the hoodies that he's getting. So obviously he's gonna stay.
You're gonna want to.
My mommies are buying me this. My MILF can buy me.
There you go. You've bagged your way up.
But then it got to a point where he's like, nah, she's acting cuck around me now. I can tell she's arguing just to get me out of the house.
So why don't you leave? Oh, but you're not going to leave.
He doesn't want to leave because he wants to get the new pair of Jordans. But it's like, she's like, you can see she doesn't even want him around anymore. People also don't think about that where the MILF is like,
you've
it's boring.
Yeah. You've exhausted your usability.
Because I'm sure at some point it's gonna be like, you are reminding me of my own child.
Yes.
Get out now.
Like, I know I'm not a MILF, but I have been with someone younger, and it did feel like I was raising a kid.
I felt like that as well. It got to a point where even my therapist was like, you need to decide whether you're gonna be his mother. Because I was telling her certain situations I was frustrated about. And it did seem like after she had said that, like, I noticed the comparison or the parallels between me and his mother. We were saying the same things in different ways. Like we were frustrated about the same things. And then my therapist was like, it clicked to me that I'm actually becoming his mother. And she was like, you need to decide whether you're going to be his mother or you're going to be his partner.
Is that maybe also one of the reasons why some guys go for older women? Because you remind me of a girl that happens to be my mother.
It could be that they... It could be. I wonder, I'm sure Freud would be happy to hear this discussion. Because the whole thing about daddy and mommy complex. And then again, I do like men or my celebrity older male crushes do have similarities to what I see in my father. But it's because...
Mine is complete opposite.
Ken J for your pa.
Unfortunately, I do.
No, I mean to an extent where it's like you can actually see some similarities. You saying you can't, but like with me, there are similarities because if I actually analyze it, maybe on the spot, it comes back to security because I feel secure around my dad. So maybe I want to, maybe it's not necessarily I want someone exactly, but I want to feel that. So maybe that's what it is for guys. Maybe that's what it is for guys. There's some sort of...
that nurturing.
Because mothers are the primary emotional care, even if both parents are in their lives. You want that some sort of safety and security. And then those that lack that probably seek out more MILFs, dating MILFs.
Let us know, guys.
Very interesting.
People that are dating MILFs, let us know what is your attraction to MILFs. What is it that draws you to them? We'd love to know.
And if you are a MILF, tell us your take on it as well.
Okay, I'm going to flip the question to you. Seeing that you do want to be a mother, do you want to be a MILF?
You know what part of the MILF I want? It's the sexiness. It's the shake and cake, but don't touch.
That is so colored now.
It's that. It's the I'm dropping my kids off at school. It's I'm talking to the principal. It's not the real issue. It's because you still want to feel that, but it's like I could not. I don't know. I don't know. My dynamic in a couple of years could maybe change. Maybe I'd probably be like a switch would click and I would be like, I get it. I fucking get it. I get why all the moms are like divorced moms are dating, or even
the pool boy.
The pool boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gardener.
I think if I was in a committed, serious relationship and married and had a child, I'd still want that feeling of. I know people think I'm probably a hot mom. I still want that feeling of being a hot mom. Because I know dad will get jealous.
Maybe I should actually buy such a t-shirt like Future MILF or something.
No, don't. I feel like that's an omen because what if I don't become a mom? I feel like, what if I don't become a mom?
Who the fuck cares?
What if after giving birth to my first child I look like a potato and I want to be a sweet potato? Well, some choppy bits. Oh my word. But that actually gets us to, are we at the end?
Yes, we are.
We covered everything.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. And that brings us to the end of this episode with our daddy takeaway, where we wrap it up with a final thought, a funny quote, or advice inspired by the episode. So, what's your daddy takeaway, Ash? Or what's your mommy takeaway today?
My mommy takeaway is that, look, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with dating an older person. Like we've said, how it's more normalized now. There's nothing wrong with it as long as you know what you're getting yourself into. Y'all are compatible. You're two consenting adults.
Are they compatible? I just think it's transactional.
There's compatibility in some sense. As long as you're not going it because you have unresolved mommy issues. That's a bit too weird.
I'm on that take. I actually think it is an issue of either unresolved issues with your mother, or you're looking, like me, you're looking for some sort of similarities in like security. That you know, because this person slightly reminds you of my mother, it kind of leads to a predictability in the relationship because you played it out as a child. Does that make sense?
So it feels safe.
At least from my point, if it was an older guy that slightly reminds me of my dad. But I think that MILF culture can be fun. I like the idea of like mommies being desirable and still being sexualized to a point. Yeah, and I like the fact that it's slightly becoming empowering. And I mean, there are some people objectifying it. I'm not objectifying, opposed to this MILF culture thing. But I think it's just a really nice way to make mothers that are dealing, or even like, not just if it's a MILF where the kids are already older, but it's a MILF where the child is 3 years old, you and the daddy split up, and she still feels desirable. You know, I like that, and I think it because mommies should still feel sexy.
You should feel like a woman, not just a mother.
A woman, because I think sometimes they lose themselves.
Yes.
Because now in their head, they're being told, or like they have these thoughts that I'm a mom, I need to change my thoughts. I need to lose who I previously was. Like, I wouldn't like that for myself. And I'm like, I don't watch burlesque. I don't want to wear burlesque outfits. I don't want to do burlesque.
I'm too old for that.
Too old.
My kids shouldn't
I'm
see
too old.
me.
My kids shouldn't. I mean, to some extent, there's certain
Yeah, you don't want your kids to see you in...
You also do shed that self as you become a mother, but it shouldn't be to a point where I feel like I'm censoring.
Oh, you know what? This reminds me of someone that I follow on Insta. She's 34 and she's a mother, but she still does like OF stuff. Yeah, she does. She still does OF stuff and shit.
I mean, there's a market for it. It comes back to like the earlier porn-up discussion.
But she's not necessarily portraying herself as a mother. It's just known that she is a parent.
There was a documentary also about that where like there is a OF model. I don't like calling them models because it does. I will say it because I know models and they don't like it that OF people are being called models, because then they get grouped into that category.
OF creators,
right? And she didn't market herself as that as well, but her situation was because she lost her job during COVID. She had these 2 kids, and that led her to do this. But then I think she does have a partner recently, or she had to go back into it as well because she had financial issues as well. But she didn't market herself as a MILF. But I think when people found out she had kids, or she had a kid, somehow it increased the views.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah.
Because with the same, I think it also, I don't know if it increased the views per se, but people enjoyed it. Because I know someone left a comment where it's like, will you mother me? And then she was like, oh, sure. Look, it looks like you spilled a little spaghetti on you. Like, saying something like
Sure, it must take... I wouldn't be able to.
But I think she does it as a joke, man, because she's chaotic. That's all. Thing. Pure chaos.
I know there was someone that was like, oh, I have a MILF kink or a mother. No, it wasn't a MILF kink. I have a mother kink. And she's like, oh, so it was a thread in a message, like a dating app message. Like, oh, so you want me to mother you? He's like, yes, please. Why the fuck is there still dishes in the sink?
That's catchy.
He's like, no, wait, that's not what I want.
What do you want? What do you want, sir?
That is so funny, but yeah. So let us know, what is your... do you have a MILF kink? Are you a MILF? Have you dated? Tell us the secrets. We'll share it anonymously on Confessionals.
Yes.
That's what we will do. If you want to be interviewed as a MILF, that would be very exciting.
That would be so fun.
Oh, yeah. So that is the end of part 2, episode 9 on Let's Talk Daddy.
Follow us on Insta and TikTok and YouTube at Let's Talk Daddy, and stay tuned for the next episode where we talk about daddy talks.
Oh, that's my episode. Go, daddy, go. Go, daddy, go. I'm Tavia, your daddy's girl.
And I'm Ash, not your daddy's girl. Let's Talk Daddy is brought to you by Millhouse Media, home of storytelling.
Cold opening title, Milf Moments and Awkward Encounters. Narrated by Killian April. Tavia as herself. Liam is played by Izzy. And the Milf is played by Mhudi. This episode is written by Tavia Millward.
Coming up in the next episode of Let's Talk Daddy.
Episode 10. Ash, we are finally in the double digits.
Yes, we can't stop. We won't stop. This is really just the beginning. So get ready for some hot tea and a lot of truths.
The mens is gonna fight. Come fight, I'm ready. I'll get my daddy after you.
Yo.
So he was married at like 17. He even introduced me to his wife and the baby. No, like she thinks her dad's dead.
Oh.
Because the mother told her the dad's dead.
So do you think that married parents have it easier? Or is it just a myth?